Okay, I go home already. Bye. Aren't these scenarios a nightmare? Dread people visiting your house because you have to clean up. Time to get a robot vacuum cleaner. We are going to be talking about robot vacuum cleaners today. Okay, right here I have the Roborock S6 MaxV, and this is the most intelligent robot vacuum cleaner in the market right now. Okay, a little backstory of how I got my own robot vacuum cleaner. It was through this IG story that I put up on my Instagram where I asked people to recommend me some brands of robot vacuum cleaners because I simply have no time for household chores. I mean, like, honestly, if I have the time, right, and I have to choose between manual labor and enjoying my time or doing work, which one will you choose? Obviously doing work and enjoying your time, right? I've heard a lot of stories about how it has made their lives a lot easier by having a robot vacuum cleaner at home. So I really was very interested in that. And when the results came in, there were a lot of recommendations on Roborock, the S6, S6 Pure, the S5 Max. There were so many entries on Roborock, and I was like, what is this brand and what is all this hype about? So I had to get to the bottom of the hype, right? After persuading my roommate for a couple of weeks, we finally got the Roborock. As usual the guy starting will say like, "Aiya, why must we get a robot cleaner? Why can't we just mop the floor? I don't want to vacuum and mop the floor. You look at these hands. These hands are made for sharpen." We have successfully convinced another two couples to get a robot vacuum cleaner. The guys in the picture is as usual, right? Like, wow, why should I pay money to buy a robot vacuum cleaner when I can just mop the house myself? That's what they always say. But after getting the robot cleaner, they're like, this is the best buy. Indeed, you know, like, wow, I should have bought it earlier. Told you, right? Huh? Did I not tell you? One thing that's very handy about robot cleaners are that they can help to clean places conventional mops have difficulty cleaning, like under the bed and sofa. So one thing about Roborock is that it has some sort of like a shock absorber mechanism, you see, where it doesn't really bang into things. This is something that is good if you have very fragile things lying around. Let's take a look at this device. So behind here we have the mop cloth. So this mop cloth can also be detached. You take it out after your cleaning session and then you just wash it. And then after you have washed it, just slot it right back in and then attach it to the velcros here. And it's done. This one is actually different from the previous one that I have. This one is because the water tank is actually detached from the mop cloth. So this one, you can just go to the kitchen or you go to the toilet and refill the water by putting it in like that. And then when you're done, just attach it back. Attach both things back. So this is really convenient as well. So you know how people will always say that this vacuum cleaner is circular and you won't get to the the ends of the room, because it's like a squarish and this is circular, right? But this thing makes all the difference because when it goes to the corners of the room, this one actually gets to the corner, sweeps it out, and then it gets sucked in through here. So the robot vacuum cleaner is actually really smart. You don't think that the corner of the house cannot get to, this is where you're wrong. And we have here the sensors here, and this is actually where the magic happens, the vacuuming part. Then we go to the front part of this. So this is where we have the dustbin. So after 3 to 4 sessions, or depending on how big your house is or how dirty your house is, you just take it out and empty the waste bin here, and it's good to go. I love this guy so much. Oh, this is my previous one. This is my previous S6 Pure. This guy was called Robocop, and it's really like my savior. I honestly find vacuuming a chore, and I find mopping the floor even more of a chore because it's very heavy and you just have to keep bringing the mops and stuff like that. It's really very painful. So having this little robot at home really helps so much. it's a kind of like a daily life kind of thing, right? Where you have hair, you have dust, you have fine particles all over the house and stuff like that. So this actually helps to maintain your house quite a bit. And it's not that expensive as well. The robot vacuum cleaner that I bought previously was about $600. And $600 for 1 year, right? One day's work is only $1 plus.
NANI?
It is a really good trade-off, right? So one of the good things about this robot vacuum cleaner is that you can actually schedule the timing for it to go around the house, vacuuming and cleaning the house at a set time every day. It really just helps to upkeep and maintain your house cleanliness and hygiene levels. So this new model actually has a camera inbuilt. Look at this. So cute, right? So this has AI obstacle recognition, which is really smart because it went through thousands and thousands of image recognition. So it will be able to pick out things like PowerPoint extensions, fabrics, shoes, weighing scales, and even pet waste. I think one of the horrors of like pet owners will be like when your pet takes a dump in the living room and the robot cleaner just go over the dump and smears everything along the path after that. So that is actually a real nightmare. So this is actually a really top tier feature. So there's also the multi-level mapping where you can save up to 4 maps in the app. And also there's a smart mop control, which I think is really handy because my house, I split it up into 2 different types of floorings. For the living space, right, the living room and the kitchen, it's all tiles. And in the bedrooms and the study, it's parquet. I think it's very intelligent that you can actually customize the mop settings and the vacuum settings, right? So for the living space where it's all tiles, right, my water level is actually on number 2. I think it's the area where you walk around more, so it needs to be mopped more intensively. So you can also adjust the vacuum controls. There's 1, 2, 3. So you can actually change it to how intense you want the vacuuming to be. And for my rooms where it's all parquet, right, naturally you cannot like use too much water on parquets. So I set the water level on minimal, which is number 1, and this is perfect for me. So last time we had the no-go zones where you can set areas where the robot vacuum cleaner cannot go to. But now I can actually set it to no mop zone. So, okay, last time my no-go zone is actually for the carpet, right? But I mean, other than not mopping, I would like it to be vacuumed lah. So right now, with this new upgraded version, right, I can actually do that. So I can just vacuum the carpet without mopping it. So this is excellent for me. So look at my map, right? I have the no mop zone here. I have installed 2 invisible walls, which is on the outskirts of my toilets, so that it doesn't go into the toilet, right? I love that, like, you know, they can actually recognize carpet, so when they're on carpets, the vacuuming is just different. It just also sounds different already, because I think like for carpets, they will do more intensive vacuuming, so that is actually excellent. I love that they can actually tell these apart, you know? I think this camera is really handy when you set it to vacuum when you're not at home. So you can actually use this camera to check out what's going on in the house. For example, if let's say there's an obstacle there, like what is the obstacle and stuff like that. One follower even told me that she used it to spy on her husband, which is not at home. So you know. The camera is also very smart because it goes into night mode in low light conditions. Wow. And it's very secure because when the camera function is on, it will also keep saying that the remote viewing function is enabled. And I also love that you can label the specific room. So like for example, normally my master bedroom and my study will not be mopped and vacuumed because I have a lot of things going on there, right? Like I do my crystal packing in the study, so a lot of times like I just don't want it to be mopped. So I like that I can actually set the different zones to be vacuumed and mopped. So most of the times I'll just set it to mop and vacuum the living space and the kitchen as well. Or you can actually go for the whole zone cleaning where you can label out which zone to clean and stuff like that. For example, if let's say you have a spillage here and you just want to clean out this specific zone, then you can actually set it to clean just this part. The S6 MaxV is actually the smartest robot vacuum cleaner in the market now. Hence, you can see like there's a slightly more premium price tag, but I can tell you it's really worth it because of all the upgraded functions and all. I feel like it's a very affordable investment for your home. Roborock is also having a promotion in March and I've linked it in my description, so do check it out. To me, time is precious lah, and time is something that we cannot take back. If you're on the fence on whether to get it or not, get it. I don't know how to emphasize this, you know, like it has helped me save so much time and effort. I mean, okay, if let's say you're a very like clean person, right, you can actually set this for maintenance and then, you know, just mop your house manually like once a week or once a month, depending on how clean you like your house to be. But honestly, we say that before we get the robot, but 1 year in and I have never seen myself mopping the floor because I feel like it's really sufficiently clean enough. So honestly, to me, this is a must-have at home, especially when you're a busy working adult. So I hope that my review today has been clear, and I hope that this has helped you actually understand more about the robot vacuum cleaners and how they can actually help in our daily lives. I have a link for you if you want to check it out. Do check out the link in my description. If you have enjoyed this video, do like, share, subscribe, and keep it going! Yes! Let me know what else you want me to review in the comment section below, okay? And thank you for watching this video. This is Robocop and I signing off.